Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Zilchi and welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best artifacts in the game, how you want to farm for them, and the best ways to upgrade them, the best stages to go to get them, and stuff like that. Before we hop into it though guys, I do want to take the time to shout you guys out and appreciate all that you guys have been showing love on the recent videos. I really do appreciate it. Again, the goal is 10,000 by the end of the year. Hopefully we're able to get there. We probably will get really close if we don't get there, but if we do get there, again, I will be doing something nice for the community. I am thinking about doing a giveaway and a special type of video for you guys. But yeah, again, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. About 90% of you that watch the videos aren't subscribed. So if you find yourself here a lot of the times, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. It does mean a lot to me. Again, the goal is 10,000 and we can get there. I do feel it before the end of the year. With that being said, let's just hop straight into it. So first off, what we're going to be talking about is Jinwoo, right? We're just going to talk about his artifacts right off the bat. So the best ones that you want to be working on is the curse set and the expert set, right? I'm pretty sure it's called expert. Yeah, a lot of people call it the B set, but I call it expert because that's what it says right here. Right, so the curse set, let's read what it does. Two set effect applies the curse effect, increased damage taken by 20%, increased damage dealt by 10%, and additionally increases damage dealt by 0.1% every 1 second, stacks up to 100 times, and this is permanent, and that's just a two set effect, right? Four set effect, the curse effect becomes the enhanced curse effect, increases the user's damage taken by 20%, increases the user's damage dealt by 20%, and additionally increases damage dealt by 0.1% for every second, stacks up to 100 times. Unable to activate the curse effect, duration is permanent. Applies the rescue effect. If the user has 25% HP or less, they recover 25% of their HP. Activates once per dungeon. Very good. 8 set effect, which is not that much better, right? It's not that much better. Let's take a look. Increases the user's damage taken by 20%, increases the user's damage dealt by 30%, and additionally increases damage dealt by 0.2% every 1 second, stacks up to 100 times. So this is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. This set right here, just having it 4 set, let me tell you guys why. When you go into a stage, let's say you have the 8-piece curse, right? This will stack every single second. There's nothing like just entering the stage, you're getting that stack, right? So you're gonna see yourself do a lot of damage over time, right? So 4 set effect is perfect for him. The reason why we pair this up with the expert set is simply because of this. All right, so let's read the expert effect. 2 set effect, when landing a critical hit, the user has a 25% chance to increase attack by 0.8%, stacking up to 100 times. 4 set effect is increases activation rate to 50% and attack increase effect to 1.6, right? So again, this is good for just straight up getting your attack, and this one is also good for boosting your attack every time you do a crit, right? This is very, very good because you are over critting your Jinwoo, and you're going to be able to stack this up, and you're getting a higher attack boost for getting your crits, and this goes up to 100 times, right? So these two sets together just give him the most damage output overall. This is exactly why it's the best set combo for him. A lot of people are still running the 8 set curse because it gives you a higher TP. However, it is good still to use that set, but I still think you want to be running the expert set and the curse set. All right, so now we're going to take a look at a few of the other hunters that do use this set that you want to be working towards, right? A few of them, well, actually, yeah, there are a few that use it. I don't have it on a lot of them right now, but I'm going to show you guys. So Mireille uses it. Alicia uses it. I don't have the right sets on her right now, unfortunately, but she uses it. Shahane uses it as well. Again, my attack for these characters are very low. Very, very, very low because I just don't have the right sets. But when we get there, I'll showcase you guys exactly how powerful they are with each of the stuff. My Shahane actually used to be a lot stronger. I don't know what I did with her pieces. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know where they are. They're just non-existent for me right now. So she uses it. Libora uses it as well. So those 3 units extra, so Shahane, Alicia, Mireille, and Libora, definitely use it, and it's very good for guild boss, right? So if you guys are into guild boss content, that's the those are the artifacts that you want to use to be able to get the most amount of damage out of them, right? In terms of the other sets that you want to use, you could use, now you can focus on the obsidian set. You could also focus on the greed set. and the curse set, right? So those are the main ones I think you guys really should be looking towards. If you're using a lot of support hunters, then obviously the blessing set is very good as well, right? So we're going to talk about all that right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stages that actually do give you very good artifacts, right? So now we go to here. So if we go to the instance dungeon, you can get really good pieces for the expert and curse set on this, right? So if we look at Igris, right, you can get to battle tier 20. If you can't do tier 21, don't worry about it. If you can do tier 20, it's perfectly fine. Look, they even nerfed it. You have 500k power. You can definitely clear this, guys. I feel like if you play this game long enough, you can definitely clear this. As you can see, it gives you every single piece here. And you have a lot of opportunities to get it gold, right? You rarely do get any purple pieces, the heroic pieces, but if you do, don't be afraid to use them. Again, a lot of the purple pieces are better than the gold ones because you just get better stats on those pieces, right? I'm also going to show you guys the best stats that you want to be looking for. I'm going to show you guys on Sung Jinwoo because most of the time that's also what you want to look for on the other hunters as well. So you can see you can get the ring here, because they did move all of the other pieces, the curse pieces and all of the blessing pieces and the greed pieces to the instance dungeon and the encore dungeons, right? So this is exactly how you want to farm for them, right? This is the place that you want to go to get. So if you need the ring piece, or if you need, what else, the earring, then you go here, and again they do drop you these pieces here. Again, the pieces that you want, or the stats that you want, are crit hit damage, and this is on the right side for the expert set, right? Crit hit damage, if you can get damage increase, great. You want attack or attack percent, very good. For a lot of the hunters, MP is very good as well. So like Mirai, she needs MP, so if you get Mirai past a certain point, she also does really well, right? So there you have it. This is where you go. So in terms of clearing this, right, if you aren't able to get to stage 20 to be able to get all these pieces, what I suggest, like I said in my hour-long guide, which if you guys haven't seen it, you definitely should go ahead and check it out. So my throat hurt after that video, I'm not gonna lie. I spent an hour, it's more than an hour actually, but you just cut it down till it was an hour. It was like maybe like 2 hours long, and I actually just cut everything down. I cut out a lot of it for you guys, and we managed to get that hour-long video out. So if you guys could take time to check that out, be sure to check it out, especially if you are a newer player to the game, right? I did talk about this briefly in there, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it here as well. So if you guys aren't able, as an example, if you guys aren't able to get to tier 20, right, and you're starting this off, if you can only clear tier 1 and up until tier 5, but you struggle clearing tier 5, right, what I suggest you do is you go back up to a tier that you don't struggle clearing and just keep clearing that one until you get the pieces that you want to be able to clear the next tier with ease, right? So let's say for me, for example, if I'm struggling with tier 21, right, I'm going to go ahead and clear tier 20 a bunch of times until I get the gold pieces that I need to boost up my Sung Jinwoo to the point where I can easily clear this tier 21, which I already have done, right? That's the strategy that I've been using for the longest time to be able to clear a lot of these things. So tier 21 for me, even all the way up to proof of the strong level 20, is very easy right now because of the strat that you definitely should be doing, right? I don't think you should just go ahead and clear stage 21 because you're actually wasting a lot of time, right? Whereas you could just go ahead, clear tier 20, save yourself a lot of time so you can do all the content in the game and just maximize your time to be able to upgrade other characters and stuff like that, right? So you'll be able to get your trophies and all of that. So that's how I suggest you guys farm for these. It's pretty straightforward, I'm not gonna lie. There's no like actual trick or anything like that. That's just how I found it to be a lot easier to manage these artifacts, right? So now that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be honest, that is pretty much it. So now when it comes to the artifact stats, right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Jinwoo. For Jinwoo specifically, we know he needs attack, crit rate, crit hit damage, damage increase, right? So a lot of my pieces do give me just that. So if we look at everything that I have here, my crit hit rate is slightly over the cap, right? I want my crit hit rate to get higher, so I'm going to try to push that to at least 8,000, and then I want my crit hit damage to be at least over 200%. If we could get that by our cores, if we update that, we can get this way higher than it is already. So my crit hit rate could go up to, I think this goes up to like 4,900, right? So I can get that a little higher. And crit hit damage only level 80 or 80%, we can get that all the way up. So this, I could get over to 200% crit hit damage as well, right? So back to artifacts. So again, attack percent, an additional attack crit hit rate. That's exactly what you want to look for on a lot of these pieces. So on the back piece, I have attack percent right here at +3, and then we enhance. That's also what we're going to be talking about right after this. Hand piece, additional attack with attack percent. Guys, attack percent is Jinwoo's overall best stat. However, as a flat attack, that's what you need as a main stat, right? Flat attack as a main stat it'll do better for you because you have a higher chance for the attack percent to be higher than the attack percent, if that makes sense. So if you get a main stat additional attack, right, you're always going to get 1840. Attack percent as a substat goes all the way up to 26%, I'm pretty sure, right? That's if you get a +4 or a +3. Is it a +3 or +4? One of them, right? So for example, if we go to a piece that has attack percent, this one is 21.32%. If you get a +3 as an attack percent, that goes up to 23%. This only is the way that it is because of the enhancement, right? So I think you guys should be farming for a flat attack as main stats for a lot of pieces if you can get that, right? So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Crit hit damage as the boot, because again, he needs crit hit damage. Additional attack here with attack percent +3. Again, as you can see, 23% right there. On the right side for the expert set, you have attack percent here with crit hit damage. Again, you're going to need to be looking for crit hit damage on the right side for a lot of these pieces, and especially for the other hunters as well. We have dark damage. This changes depending on the weapons that you're using, right? A lot of times you're only going to be using the Moon Shadow and the Plum Sword. But if you're using any other weapon, you could also change this. Let's say you're using the daggers, the wind daggers, you change this to a wind bracelet, you can do more wind damage, right? So you could change this depending on whatever it is that you're using. However, for the most part, I'm always using the dark damage one, even if I'm using other weapons, just because I can't be bothered to change and get the stats that I want for that, right? So dark damage, crit hit damage, additional attack percent. So if I could get this +3 instead of the +1 MP, that would have been great. Or if I get a +2/+2, that would have also been pretty good, right? Ring piece, we have additional attack flat, and then we have attack percent with damage increase right there as well. Very, very, very good. We have for the earring, attack percent +3 with an additional attack +1 right there. So as you can see, that's how you want to be building your hunters. Now you can enhance these, as I did briefly showcase as well in another video. You could enhance this. You can get higher. You can get higher stats with this. Because if you want to raise an attack percent, you use this to raise your attack percent. The red ones right here up top. If you want additional attack, you can also use this as well to enhance. Enhancing is very, very, very good. You get really good TP from it if you're doing it on every single hunter, right? You get it from doing the simulation gate that is right here. It's in beta, right? So tier 15 is, you guys should be doing this. I don't know if they patched the trick to be able to beat this easily, but if they didn't, I think you guys should go ahead and do that. Payne has a very good video about it, and a lot of other YouTubers have really good videos about it, so I'm not gonna go ahead and make it for you guys because I don't think you guys want to see that. However, I could just quickly talk about it actually. So you get the overclock skill that allows you to do a lot of ult damage, and that's basically it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you can get the code that says overclock and gives you really good ult damage, then you are chilling to be able to take on this. Even if you're really low in the battle tier requirement, then you could still cook that with ease, right? So there you have it. That's pretty much it for the artifacts here today. Other artifacts that you really want to talk about as being the best, right? Blessing set, I did mention earlier. This is good for a lot of the support hunters, right? Like if we take a look and we filter this out, this set is very good even for hunters that like Choi, right? Choi is a attack based hunter, but if you give him the blessing set, he's actually giving you a lot of support from his defense down and then you're also getting the effects that the blessing set give you, right? So if you go all the way and you read the blessing set, you give him 8 piece. The enhanced blessing set effect becomes burning blessing effect. Burning blessing activates when tagging out using a support skill or using an ultimate skill. Because Choi uses his ult so many times, right? His ult comes back and it does really good damage. Activates when tagging out using a skill or ultimate skill, increases the user's damage dealt by 20% and restores 0.2% of their HP every 1 second for 25. The cooldown is 25 seconds. So this is very, very, very strong for hunters like, for example, Jinwoo, right? You're getting that extra damage dealt increase for him every time you're using an ult or like a skill or something like that, right? So very, very strong. The other set that's very good that I think a lot of you guys are sleeping on, I'm gonna be honest with you, is the greed set. So if we take a look at the greed set, a lot of the break units use this set. So I still use it on Gun-Hee, although a lot of people are switching to the Obsidian set for Gun-Hee, but I'm using this for the support basically, right? So if we go down to the 4-piece set, because that's what I'm using, when the greed effect stacks 10 times, it changes to enhanced greed. Increases the users and their team members crit hit rate by 10% and crit hit damage by 15%. This is very good for a lot of the hunters, guys. You guys already know crit hit damage and crit hit rate, very important stat. So I think this being his other set is very strong. I'm gonna be honest, very strong, because it helps out Jinwoo get his crit hit damage up, and crit hit rate helps out the other units that need that, like Shaheen, the new Thomas Andre, and other hunters as well. So yeah, those are basically the main ones that you do want to work on. All right, again, you could look for other ones as well. Starting off, I think the best set, like if you're just starting off in the game, right, toughness is also going to be very good for you, right? Toughness alongside the expert set is going to be very good for you, because again, this used to be his best set until the curse set came out, right? If the curse set didn't exist, maybe Warmonger and the other one would be the best set, or toughness and expert would be the best set, right? So for set, the user's critical hit damage increases by 32%. 2 set, you get crit hit rate increased by 8%, right? So this is the reason why that's so good, is because when you're using this with the expert set, you're going to get a higher chance to activate the expert set's effect to get more damage, more attack out whenever you land a crit, right? So that is the best set starting off, I think, when you're trying to figure out how to increase the overall power of your Sung Jinwoo and the overall stats, right? So yeah, there you have it. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.